Hello everyone and welcome back to more Football Manager 2019 with me, Mr. Grand 2, and episode 44 of Monaco. And we start with how we ended last time, what was a very somber end to the episode. I still can't really quite believe exactly what happened and how it happened. I mean, I think overall, if we look at the stats, it was a more or less reasonable result over two legs. This is the second leg, obviously. We did have more shots on target. We both had one clear-cut chance, and we didn't take our chance, and they took theirs. And it's as simple as that, really. Overall, they played better. Manolos and Juan Jesus, very, very solid defensively. We were pretty good. I know I was criticising De Ligt last time. I think that was probably a little bit unfair. I think Schick's 6.3 rating was kind of more of an issue for us. But if there is one area to improve on, it's the fact that we didn't score, and it's the fact that we didn't score in the previous leg as well. As good as Roma were defensively, we should be breaking them down. And for that reason, I have been looking at potential big money signings for next year. We've already qualified for next year's Champions League. We've got ourselves £113 million to spend. I'm not going to spend all of it, but I think we need to make a big statement sort of signing in the forward areas. And I think I'm looking at left wing. I don't think Balde has been particularly his best this year. He's not been bad, but he's not been as good as he was last year. And he's 27 years old, which is kind of getting towards the peak of his career. We need him to be excelling, and he hasn't really done that. I don't want to sell him by any means, but I think potentially letting Jack Clark go out on loan to have more first team football would be a good idea, getting someone else in. But the main position I want to strengthen is attacking midfield, because as good as Alexander Golovin has been this year, and he has definitely had his best season, his highest average rating by far, it's still not that great comparatively to other players. And well, I think it might be time that we just cut our losses a little bit and upgrade. And I'm looking for a really, really top class attacking midfielder, someone who's a bit physically better. He's not exactly the quickest in terms of his pace anyway, and some of his other things, they're good, but they're not great. There's plenty of players out there who would be expensive, but would definitely be an upgrade. So since our disappointing Champions League exit last time, we've played 3 matches. We've won 3 matches. We are continuing to be incredibly dominant in the league. We'll have a look at the table in a minute, but, well, it makes for pretty good reading. A 3-0 win against Troyes, a 5-0 win against Clermont Foot as well, and then most recently a 4-2 win against Nice. Now, Jack Clark and Alexander Golovin have actually played quite well and scored quite a few goals. I don't know if that's just a coincidence or if it's the fact that I've been actively scouting replacements for them, that they've both kind of bucked their ideas up, maybe. I don't know. But today we are going to be playing our 11th round Coupe de France match against Lille. There's still quite a few rounds after this, but if we can win, then we get through the quarterfinals, which will be good. We want to win that this year, as we now can't win the Champions League. If we look at Ligue 1, though, we will see that things make for very, very good reading. We've already qualified for the Champions League, as said, 90 points, 15 points clear of PSG. They slipped up again. They drew with Lyon. We keep on winning. If we beat Guingamp in the second game of the episode, we won't win the championship straight away unless PSG drop points. But we will be 15 points clear, potentially, with 5 matches to go. And given our goal difference, it will mean it's basically wrapped up. So I think it's something of a formality that we do win our 4th league title in a row. But my aim, therefore, is to win the league unbeaten, which I think is certainly possible. It's going to be tough. I have had several saves. I had one with Celtic once, where we were unbeaten for the entire season until the final game where we lost. I don't want that to happen. It probably will happen, knowing my luck. But as it stands, we are still unbeaten. Just 3 draws, 29 wins. Very, very close to the record that we set last year. It's looking very good. So let's turn our attention to the Coupe de France then, which we definitely want to be winning as we are no longer in the Champions League. So we're going to go full strength for the game against Lyon here today. It's the last 16 match. We are pretty much all fit and raring to go, with the exception of Djibril Sidibe. Obviously, he was out in the last episode as well. He came back and then got the same injury again. So he was out for another 2 weeks. He has recovered, but he's not match fit. So he's only going to be on the bench for the time being. So Lafont is going to be in goal then. Mendy, Martinez, De Ligt and Henriks at the back. Balde, Kessie, Tielemans, Skov in the middle, Golovin and Schick up front. So Nicolas Pepe, obviously the danger man for Lille. Apparently he's off to Arsenal in real life. He may well have joined Arsenal by the time this goes out. They've got Carlos Bravo up front. He's on loan from Manchester United. Yeah, pretty good. Finishing not outstanding. He'll probably get a hat-trick at the moment. Well, that's exactly what you want to see to start things off. I looked out the window, thought, oh, it's nice and sunny outside. Turned around, Patrick Schick has gone down with an injury, potential foot injury. That sounds fun. 2 minutes in, and our best striker, our top scorer this season, is already being stretchered off, and we'll have to bring on Pietro Pellegrini. Well, Frank Kessie on the ball, working it through midfield. Not really had much action in the first 15 minutes. Henriks goes to the shot, though, just wide. I still can't really decide who's better out of Henriks and Sidibe. I just think Sidibe's, generally speaking, more solid. There's not much between them, really, though. Anyway, Skov on the ball on the right-hand side, flicks one in, and the goalkeeper claims, was that the highlight? That's not a very interesting highlight. Surely that's not the highlight. De Ligt running forwards with purpose. Tielemans out to Balde. He's blocked, but he goes for another attempt around the outside this time, looking for Pellegrini. It's come to Ferland Mendy. Is he going to go for the shot? Yes, he is. Smashes one in. His 10th goal of the season. I think left back is a potential area we can strengthen, just in terms of Antonio Barreca being replaced with someone a little bit better defensively. But Ferland Mendy does not need replacing at all. He is an absolute master in that position at the moment. 10 goals this season is an incredible return for a left back. It's come down to Golovin. He's playing for his future. That's not going to help him. He's been robbed by Bravo, but brilliant interception, as ever, from Lisandro Martinez. Mendy with the ball across, and Pellegrini tips it over. Nicolas Pepe on the ball, but brilliantly intercepted by Tielemans. He's fed Golovin, and Golovin playing for his future. Once again, as we said, flicks one over towards Pellegrini. It's bounced down to Kessie, and Skov goes for the shot. Just over. Well, all us at the moment. That's probably tempting fate. Henriks looking to put a ball in. He does. Pellegrini not on the turn. It's gone to Skov, and it's come to Yuri Tielemans to hit one in there. Probably sensible decision making from both Pellegrini and Skov there to not go for the shot themselves. Let's have a look at the replay. Good ball in from Henriks along the deck. Pellegrini, well, Skov could go for a shot on the turn, but no, he lays it off to Tielemans, and Tielemans hits one in there, and we are in control here against Lille. Second half then, looking very, very good. Mustn't get complacent, of course, but we are certainly in control of this one as things stand. Well, as I said, that Martinez has made a poor decision, and Bravo, the regen from Man United, gets a shot away. Uncharacteristically poor from Martinez there, missed the header. Can he atone for it with a good pass? He finds Tielemans, very simple at the end. Tielemans goes for a driving run out to Balde, whips the ball in towards Pellegrini. He's hit the post, can't get the rebound away, and the chance is, well, there's a chance for Mendy just there, but the chance pretty much peters out. Pellegrini, it's not going over. Why is that worth a replay? I want to see a replay if it's literally on the line. Skov with a free kick, looking for Martinez. It's come all the way out to this near-hand side. He's found Frank Kessie with the ball, though. And still an opportunity for a shot here. Whipped in effort from Ferland Mendy. He's hungry for goals today. He smashes it against the post. Henriks looking for Pellegrini. It's come down to Kessie. Can he get a shot away for the second ball? No, he can't. And this is just probably going to sort of peter out, is it? No, Golovin's on it. Kessie, is he going to go for the shot? Yes, he is. Cracks the bar. We have seemingly hit the woodwork a lot during this season. Obviously, it cost us big time against Roma. Pellegrini on the turn. He's been blocked. No. So this is a very long highlight here. Skov into Balde, and he's offside. Very long highlight, which led to essentially nothing. And he looks very, he is offside. Quite clearly offside there. And could have been 3, not this time. Well, it's not over yet. Lille haven't offered that much going forwards, but they have a chance now. Jonathan Ikone whips it over the bar. Or Jack Clark on as a substitute, goes for a mazy run, and he's hit the bar again. Just down over on the line as well. Now that's a goal decision system replay I want to actually see on the line. What a run from Jack Clark. He is playing for his place in the team as well. Certainly on a temporary level anyway. I'm not going to sell Jack Clark anytime soon, but I was planning on loaning him out. But that was he's certainly been giving me food for thought about whether he is someone we need to be replacing. He's on the ball again. Can he find a ball in? Not this time. Still has it though, and Golovin has it as well. And then Tielemans, someone's going to go for a shot. Berardi's going to go for the shot. He's hit the woodwork again. Did we just hit it twice then? Did Clark hit it as well, or was it just a save from the goalkeeper? That is crazy. How many times have we hit the woodwork in this match alone? There we go. Final whistle. 2-0 win against Lille. Good result. We are safely through to the quarter-final of the Coupe de France. Very important to note as well that Saint Etienne, who have knocked us out of this competition the last 2 seasons, are out. They've gone down 3-1 to Marseille, so they cannot possibly knock us out again this year. Unfortunately, though, the Coupe de la Ligue has been won by PSG, which means they have actually won a trophy this season for the first time in a long old while. I think that takes their tally of trophies up to 3 in the save so far. I mean, they are still in the Champions League, though. They do have that advantage over us, but otherwise, we've kind of been shown them the ropes so far this season, but they have won a trophy this year for sure. And unfortunately, Patrick Schick did twist his ankle in that one. He will be out for 4 to 5 weeks, which is pretty much the rest of the season. So we're going to be relying on Pellegrini and Gabels to get us the goals. A little bit disappointing there. We will be playing Paris FC in the quarterfinal, so a pretty good opponent for us. They're down in Ligue 2, and in fact that has forced a schedule change. So in that case, we will not be playing Guignon today, and we'll have to keep the champagne on ice for the Ligue 1 title. But we are going to play Paris FC straight away in the quarterfinal of the Coupe de France. Apparently, Thomas Tuchel is a PSG legend because he won the Coupe de la Ligue, the Coupe de France, and the Trophy de Champions once in 4 years. So Pellegrini comes in for the injured Schick, and Sidibe returns to the side as well in place of Benjamin Henrichs, but otherwise no changes. Well, coming forward with purpose from kickoff, and Golovin on the ball goes for the shot and scores straight from kickoff. I did learn from the last time that happened and decided I'm going to actually say something about this highlight just in case. And well, some nice movement, nice passing. They are a Ligue 2 side. We should be winning this pretty comfortably. I probably could have gone on with the rotated side, but I don't want to risk it. I really want to win this competition. It is as simple as that. And Alexander Golovin, well, continues in his quest to not be replaced by somebody better. Skov on the ball as well, cutting back inside, and Kessie forces a save from the goalkeeper. This could get pretty ugly pretty quickly for Paris FC. Skov with the ball in from a corner. Golovin on it again. Is he going to go for another shot? Can he put it in? No, he can't. It's another corner. Sidibe looking for a shot. Is he going to go for a shot? He's not. And it's very long, very boring, very pointless. Tielemans scores though, so it wasn't completely pointless. A lot of ponderous play from us there. Yuri Tielemans is like, you know what? I'm going to do something useful. Makes it 2-0. And, well, we're looking pretty good for a spot in the Coupe de France semi-final, which obviously we did reach last year. It went a bit wrong against Saint Etienne, but they can't possibly beat us this time because they're already out. And I nearly did a swear word. Lisandro Martinez has gone down injured, and we can bring Mamana on, but that's 2 of our key players. This was obviously the danger. I've not really been rotating all that much. I've been resting, but I've not been rotating, not as much as last year. Really just because I want to win the Coupe de France, but I think, you know, we have a realistic chance of going undefeated in the league. I don't want to in any way jeopardise that. As much as I do like a lot of our squad players, they just don't always seem to win when they're playing. So, well, can we get a third just before half-time? I'm kind of a little bit more preoccupied with the Martinez injury. Keita Balde does indeed make it 3. And this game's over with 45 minutes to go. Do we just take off key players at half-time? I think we probably will, given the fact that we've lost 2 of our best starting 11 players already this episode for potentially the rest of the season. And I think we'll probably do just that early on in the second half here. Cannot afford any injuries. It looks like Martinez has twisted his ankle as well. I'm not having Skov do that. That's not happening. He's going to come up straight away. And I think Kessie as well. He's so essential to how we've been playing. Tielemans with a free kick puts it in for his second of the game. Excellent hit by Tielemans. Skov not on the pitch, and well, still deadly from set pieces. Tielemans, brilliant. I mean, that is on a postage stamp, they might say. 4-0, absolutely coasting home here. Golovin from a corner, looking for the head of somebody, anybody. I've gone defensive just because I don't want anyone to get injured. And Yuri Tielemans has smashed it in there for his hat-trick. I don't think he's ever scored a hat-trick, even close. I can't even remember a game where he scored 2 goals for us. But fantastic performance from him. He's certainly found his shooting boots today. Leathers that one in. I don't know which one's the best. They've all been fantastic. And it's 5-0. Yuri Tielemans getting himself his first Monaco hat-trick. Tielemans looking for an assist this time. It's bounced to Golovin. Berardi has put it through to Keita Balde. He's got his second of the game. It's 6-0. Pinball in the box eventually finds its way to Balde. Time is up and a complete rout. Tielemans wants a fourth here. He nearly gets one. Not quite though. 6-0. We're into the Coupe de France semi-final, but at what cost? Well, it was never really in doubt. I probably shouldn't have played a full-strength side in hindsight, but there we go. Martinez, he's also got a twisted ankle. He'll be out for 4 to 5 weeks, which I think pretty much puts him out for the rest of the season. Him and Schick may well be back for the Coupe de France final, assuming we get there, but it's a big assumption to make at the moment. So, semi-final draw. Not every match has been played yet, but we're safely through. That's all that matters. We're out first, and we will be playing RC Lens, who are definitely through in their one, which means if we beat them, and it's a big if at this stage, although they are a Ligue 2 side, we could potentially face Cannes, PSG, Toulouse, or Marseille in the final. As for what we do next time, I'm not really sure. I mean, if we beat Guignon, as said earlier, we've pretty much won the title. It's not mathematically certain, though. We will, depending on a massive goal swing to PSG, it will be done. But we do need 4 points to absolutely seal it. So we could well do it against Lille. I don't really know. I think what I'll do is I'll play Guignon, and then in the next episode, we'll play the Lille game, and then we may well, depending on how things go, because we could end up losing, we may skip over the Saint Etienne game. Inevitably, PSG are just going to lose their next game, and it'll be over anyway. We have also, of course, got to try and win every match, or at least not lose every league match, because we still are on for an unbeaten season in April, which is a pretty rare feat and one that will probably end up going wrong at some point. But that is going to be the end of the episode there. Thank you very much for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel so you do not miss the next episode. And I'll see you next time.